Hey out there, this is Wake Angel 2001, and we are doing the Sonic Boom vlog for this week. This episode was, what's this digital guy's name? Nominatus. Nominatus Rising, Season 2, Episode 23. This episode was kind of awesome, although it does kind of start to approach the point where the characters have essentially achieved godhood. Alright, so the episode begins with Tails showing off his upgrade to his 3D printer, where he takes Ms. Tomatopotamus, and Knuckles throws in a Miss Pac-Man reference, where he feeds the 3D model for Miss Tomatopotamus into the 3D printer, and out comes a living, breathing Miss Tomatopotamus. And she's about the size of a house cat because he's put a limiter on the size to make sure that, whatever he prints doesn't come out too big. So Miss Tomatopotamus is running around. She runs around Tails' lab, spitting tomatoes at people. But then Knuckles catches her, and they hug, and she's adorable, and everybody loves her. And apparently, Eggman has hacked Tails' security cameras and is watching them have fun. It's like, oh, what a cute little narrative that has nothing to do with me. Let's change that. So he goes and attacks the village. So everybody has to go to stop Eggman. And when everybody is out, inside Eggman's computers, we see Nominatus. He was that computer virus guy from the first season. Don't you just love inter-season continuity? I know I love inter-season continuity. So yeah, we got one of the minor villains from season 1 coming back for a callback in season 2. I love that. This is also why I kind of would like to see the bad guys from the video games make a return. Like maybe we can see Lyric come back, but I'm pretty sure maybe because the game was so poorly rated, they're trying to differentiate what's happened in the game from what happens in the show. I would respect that, but it would be nice to see Lyric come in because there's nothing wrong with the character just because the game wasn't good. Just look at all the requests for Mephiles to Dark customs that I get. All right, so Nominatus and his 2 minions, who weren't in the season before, they were introduced for this, find their way into Tails' laptop, and they go into the 3D printer and actualize themselves, so they're real. Unfortunately, they're about the size of bugs. They're so tiny that Nominatus realizes that there was a the size cap thing, and he realizes that he can get to the laptop and resize themselves to normal size. So what follows is a montage of them going across Tails' lab as if it's a big, vast desert. Like the sunlight coming in through the window is so intense that Nominatus has to put his cape on his head like a turban, and they had to sail on a makeshift raft across this big lake, which is a spilled glass of water. And I almost hit things. And shenanigans. They get into a fight with a cat, which is their most vicious opponent they've ever faced. And they finally manage to get up to the... on Nominatus, just when he's about to reach up to the top of the table, he gets grabbed by a bird, but he manages to climb on top of the bird, because it turns out that his powers still work in this world, where he can, electrify things. And he flies into the windows on the bird's back, and he hits the button, and he makes himself and his minions human size, and all is well. For him, that is. Back in the village, you see the aftermath of the Eggman battle, where all the robots are broken and stuff, and Miss Tomatopotamus suddenly grows to the size of an actual hippopotamus. So Tails realizes that this means something must have happened with his machine, so they go to see what happened. He calls it the Maker Machine or something, like the Build It Machine or the Make It Machine, but it's a 3D printer, and it apparently can print living things now, hence the whole godhood thing. So they go back to Tails' lab, and they find it's all messed up, and the building machine is missing. So Tails says that something smells fishy here, and that's when Knuckles confesses that he's been hiding sea bass under the floorboards for the past few days. And then Tails says, well, that explains the animal problem, as he shoos away the cockeyed moose, and they figure that Eggman must have sent some... When he goes over the security footage, because he figures Eggman must have sent some goons. So they go over the security footage, they see Knuckles sneak in, and he puts the sea bass under the floorboards, and then later on we see Eggman sneak in, and he rubs Tails' favorite wrench in his armpit. Evil plans. And Tails is like, ew. Well, whatever. So they keeps going forward, and he finds these 3 black dudes. Oh, wow. 3 dudes whose primary costume scheme is black. They steal the thing, because that was completely unintentional. I really gotta start scripting. Okay, so they realize that thieves are. They figure Eggman sent some thieves, so they split up. Some of them go to Eggman's place to confront him, and the others go to see if they can catch these guys directly. And when Tails and I think it's Tails and Knuckles, they get to the lab, and Dr. Eggman is mixing chemicals in his onesie pajamas. And like, what? I like to wear comfortable clothing while I'm working. And you know what? Me too. I can't. Okay, I'm gonna tell you this right now. Most of the time when I'm making custom toys, I'm doing it in my pajamas, because I don't want to drip paint on pants and clothes that I wear outside. I wear my pajamas. They stay in the house regardless, right? So when they confront Eggman with a picture of the thieves, and he says, and he remembers Nominatus as the guy who betrayed him from last year, by which he means season 1, and that they can go, and that they gotta stop him because he's there's only room for one villain on this show. So when Sonic and the others catch up to Nominatus and his minions, they confront him, and Nominatus starts using the 3D printer which he stole to start bringing out a whole bunch of digital minions, including his Caterpixels. At first Amy's gonna confront him. Oh, Caterpixels! I get it. That's clever. And the Caterpixels are actually a lot like Caterkillers from the first Sonic game, where when Sonic tries to hit them, he hits the spines on their back and hurts himself. And he says, does anybody know a cheat code? Sonic, that's Caterkillers from the first game. Everybody knows you gotta spin dash their head because it's the only part of them that doesn't have spines on it. Duh! Anyway, Miss Tomatopotamus is actually helping in the fight by spitting tomatoes at the minions, so Nominatus prints out some laser guns that they can use against her. So with all the fighting going on, Eggman comes in with his army of his own robots, and what follows is a Badnik on Badnik fight as Nominatus' minions fight the Badniks with Sonic's team mixed up in the middle. It's actually a really cool action beat. It's awesome. So the fight ends when Nominatus he starts doing the villain speech, and he gets obsessed with it, and they manage to cut the wire from the laptop that controls the 3D printer. And Eggman says that he has to wait until after his scheme is fulfilled to do the evil villain speech. Trust me, I've learned that the hard way. So Tails shrinks Nominatus and his goons back to the size they were. Eggman traps him in a little jar and takes him over to a terrarium where he feeds him food pellets. And Nominatus promises revenge, but then he just picks up the food pellets and starts eating it. And the big minion's like, not bad. And there was also a reference where Nominatus said he was a viral sensation, and Amy and Six are like, a viral sensation? What, you mean like that sneezing baby panda? And then Six starts to, I don't know, what's on the internet right now? A pizza face hamster? I actually did the dancing hamster with a pizza head. I did a Google search for dancing hamster with a pizza head. I can find hamsters eating tiny pizzas that were made specifically for them. I can find that a picture of that Pizza Head ad that Domino's used to use. And I can find several more hamster-related memes, including them wearing adorable costumes, and this one that's actually dressed up like a pizza chef. I can find dancing hamsters, but I cannot find any dancing hamsters with pizzas for heads, which is a shame. This episode was freaking awesome! I love the return of Nominatus. I love the fourth wall breaking. I love I love how everybody just seems to be pranking Tails. And yes, we have a Stixism. When Stix finds out there's security cameras, she starts complaining about her privacy and puts a bag over her head. You know, Stix, that's his workshop. He is perfectly within his rights to have a security monitor in there. Now, if you set up security cameras in your house, then that's a violation of your privacy. Alright, but seriously, I love this episode. It's awesome. And I really love Nominatus. I'm kind of actually really hoping, like, we've been seeing a lot of stuff from Season 1 coming back here for Season 2, and I'm kind of hoping it leads up to a big season finale where all the villains can come together, because that would be a really cool thing to see. And, one more thing. Doesn't Nominatus and his minions really remind you of the Deadly Six? Like, in their character designs, they really look like they would fit right in with members of the Deadly Six. You know, from Sonic Lost World. Just in case some of you don't actually play the video games, only watch this cartoon. Alright, so this has all been fun. Now, I'm going to wish I had a 3D printer that could bring video game characters to life, because I have so many little video game waifus that I would bring out. But, such is the thing that I shall never experience. This has been Wake Angel 2001, and I'm signing off.